Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Cobbin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Provost Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union,
Good morning, Huntsville.
All right. I promise we're here. Hey, welcome in. How about that for an intro? A little 10-minute diversion there.
Oops.
Yeah, a new production company coming on here called Third Rate Productions.
Right.
You get 4 live broadcasts for the price of -1. So welcome in. Here we are. I was joking with Karen. I said, normally in the morning I reboot our production computer. And I just do it just because every once in a while there's a weird glitch. And this morning everything was feeling so good. The kids were going good. Braylon was happy. My son was laughing. The sun is out. Mm-hmm. It's nice, cool. It feels like fall outside. I get the children to tomorrow's promise. They're happy. I get in here. You and I are, I don't want to say uncharacteristically happy, but Mondays we kind of joke around about, it's Monday. That's
another Monday without mimosas. But I wasn't going to mention that.
Non-mimosa Monday, and everything was good, Karen. Right?
Yeah.
And then Karen came up with an amazing keyword. I asked her, and just boom, like that. We'll talk about it in a minute. And then what happens? Then we start the broadcast. Everything's flowing. I'm sitting here. I'm still smiling. And then all of a sudden, this error message pops up on the screen, and the whole computer just goes. Brrr.
Yes, it did.
And so we're back, though. We are back. We did that actually on purpose to see if you would hang out with us, and we wanted you to. We did that this morning to start the inspiration, Karen, that you need to slow down. Just slow down this morning. Slow down.
I was just talking to someone about that earlier. Yes.
So
sometimes you just have to slow down.
Yeah, just slow down. And when you're and you know what happened, Karen? When this thing went down, you can start to feel. Kind of goes in along with our keyword. There's something that you boil.
Yes.
And you can start to feel things boil a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was right here. It was almost here in my mouth. Mm-hmm. It was about to, and I was like, nope, I swallowed it and it just went right back down.
That's right.
Like, not today. Not going to do it today.
That's right. Today's not the day.
Nope. So
we're not the ones.
No, we're not the ones. See, I have these ideas for T-shirts. Today's not the day, and we're not the ones.
Yep.
I'd wear that T-shirt.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, welcome in. Happy non-mimosa Monday to you. We always love being able to be here and talk to our friends in Huntsville. We love this community. We are here, episode 258, with a lot of friends joining us already. Let us know that you're out there today. Send those comments, and please do us a huge favor and like and share this broadcast for us. That would be so awesome as we're continuing to grow. We want to welcome in friends that may be joining us from outside of Huntsville. We are starting to promote what we're doing on Hello Huntsville outside of Walker County because we do have friends in the Conroe, Montgomery County area. We're not going to start advertising or let me put it this way. We're not going to start reaching out to people in Conroe to advertise on this platform because we want to keep it focused on Huntsville. But we do want people outside the county to know about us as well, to know about the great things happening here in Huntsville. It's, 30-minute drive if you're in Conroe. It's not too – there's a lot to do here in Huntsville as well.
There is.
So we are here, though. Again, thank you for all joining us this morning. Big shout-out, as always, as we get started, to Paul Oley of the Gallery for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. Please visit our good friend Paul. We love you, Paul. Good morning to you. And also Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers Online. You can visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your jewelry needs. He's got a beautiful showroom on the up at the First National Bank building, but you got to set up an appointment. You can't just show up and knock on the door over there.
Right.
So go online, set up an appointment, and please support our good friend Elliot Herzlich. And of course, we absolutely 1,000% could not be here without our great friends from Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your hometown credit union. They're going to take care of your financial needs, and if they can't, they're going to find the avenue to help you take care of them. We are here with the lovely Miss Karen Denman. Karen, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Rob.
I love the ring. Can you tell me a little history of the ring this morning? I love that.
There's no history. It's just a Brighton. That's the brand. Just a Brighton ring.
Do they do leather stuff too, or they just?
They do. They do belts and purses.
I've heard
of
that.
And shoes. They do shoes too. These are actually Brighton shoes.
Beautiful. Yeah, we used to have in Georgetown. There was now I can't remember what it was called, but I did their IT work for a decade. I just can't remember what the place was called. They had a little Volkswagen Bug, and they were a Brighton. Like that was
a dealer.
Yeah, they were a Brighton dealer, and they promoted that. And so when you said that, I was like, hey, I know that brand. I've heard of them before. So really, really great company. What have you been up to? Good weekend? The weekends go a little bit too fast,
It
right?
went entirely too fast. Yes. I heard that you made it out to Casa.
Made it to Casa, yeah.
For the Kids Expo.
Yeah, it was wonderful. There was 80 vendors there, and thank the good Lord, the rain held off until probably about 1:30. They were going to go until 4. And but it was just so wonderful. So many people came out to that.
Good.
And a big shout out to Huntsville Church of Christ for providing the parking lot over there. They have a big area that we were able to set up at. And then the Lutheran Church, and right next to them, the Nazarene Church, they allowed there. And all the parking lots, Karen, filled up.
That's awesome.
I mean, people were parking along 30.
That's great.
Do they discourage that? I was going to ask you, like during the fair, if people park on the kind of that access road to 30, is that discouraged? Are you allowed to park there? You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, and people do park there, so I guess they do allow it because it gets so packed that there's really not many other places to park. So
I didn't see any signs there that said no parking, and then I saw this huge open area, and we parked all the way at the back. I think it was over at the Lutheran Church in the back corner. And what was really cool is there was this covered pavilion area, and nobody parked under. I guess they thought they weren't allowed to.
Probably so.
So when Bridget, let me step back, slow down, right, Karen? I said we need to slow down this morning. I'm going to step back a moment. So we set up over there, and then Michelle came. She did awesome. She helped run the booth for me. But then I had to leave at about 9:45 to head over to First United Methodist because the Junior Service League had their women's health fair.
Yes.
And we learned about that through Jamie and also through our great friend Bridget Maloney. And so I had to go over there for an hour. Didn't have to, but I volunteered to. They asked me, and I said, yeah, I'd love to go over there and greet folks as they came in. And so for an hour from 10 to 11, I was at that. And then Bridget met me, and it was great. They had speakers. They had different vendors there. And then, so Bridget met me, and then I drove my truck. She drove the Santa Fe, and we went back over there. And that's where we were pulling a parking lot, and I pointed it to Bridget. I said, park under that pavilion, because nobody was there. Hey, it was destiny that she parked there because the rain came at like 1:30.
Yep. It did rain.
We got soaked. In
lot.
fact, I told you this morning I still had some of my equipment. I was worried because some of it got wet. I was like, man, I hope my equipment's all right. It was all good. So, but it was a lot of fun. And there was so much going on this weekend, Karen. It was crazy. We had the Casa Kids Fair that went on. And by the way, I wanted to give a quick shout to Laura Green. She did awesome facilitating that, and just the organization for an event like that was amazing because there's so many moving parts. But that was happening. The Women's Health Fair was happening. Junkapalooza.
That's right. That was downtown.
And I hated to miss that. I love rummaging through stuff.
Yes.
So Bridget, don't listen to this episode. And so the Junkapalooza was going on. I think that there was some run event that was happening. There's a run club that was some sort of Boston run club, and I forget what they were doing, but that was going on this weekend as well. And there was a big turnout for that. I was like, where's all these runners coming from? They're running all over downtown.
I didn't go to that.
Yeah, I didn't go either. So, but other than that, I mean, there were so many great things happening and going on throughout the week. It was just crazy to see all of the great camaraderie and the events that were happening here in Huntsville. And then the week prior to that, there was a lot of stuff with the Pineapple Run and Wine Quest.
And then next weekend is the Crawfish Bowl.
Yes.
For the Go Texan, and I don't know how many tables we have left, but it's probably less than 5. So if you don't have one and you want one, reach out ASAP so we can get that table saved for you.
Karen, how can folks get involved in that? If somebody wants to purchase a table, what do they have to do?
You can contact me, or if you know anyone else that's on the Walker County Area Go Texan Committee, you can go to our Facebook page. They reply really quickly to that. You can email us, text me, just give me a call or reach out messenger through our Facebook page. Walker County Area Go Texan Committee is our page, and we'll get those tickets.
Get it going
for you. But if you want one, do it soon. It's $300 for a table for 8 people.
That's not bad.
And not bad at all if you like crawfish. And the doors open at 5. We're going to have a band. We're going to have a silent auction. So if you want to come out and have a good time, $300. All you can eat crawfish, fish, corn, potatoes, all that kind of stuff.
Wonderful.
It's BYOB as well. So.
And you know what that means? BYOB means bring your own booty.
Yes.
That's what that is. Yeah, right.
And booze.
Yeah. BYOBB, right?
Yes.
So, well, friends, we got a great show lined up today. We should have our friend Keith Erwin joining us before too long. They've been traveling, but we wanted to get some updates on how they're doing. They are from the Erwins, a really awesome music group. They're going to be in town for the National Day of Prayer coming up on May the 2nd, so we'll talk more about that. We'll take a quick break, though. When we come back, we'll hopefully have Keith with us. I know we were having some glitches this morning, but we'll try to get him on. We'll have a listen at your national news, also a word from our sponsors as we continue to promote the good here in Huntsville. And Karen, I'm so excited to show this. That keyword, what is it, Karen?
Crawfish.
There you go. Look, we've got it bubbled up back there.
Yes, doesn't that look good?
Yeah, it's bubbled up. It's ready for you. The keyword this week as we celebrate crawfish season and the Walker County area Go Texan crawfish boil coming up. The keyword is crawfish, and all you got to do is text in crawfish, one word, crawfish, along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. That number, 936-339-0139. As always, our show is every Monday brought to you by our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your hometown financial experts. If you need a business account, personal account, if you're looking for loans and more, they'll take care of you. Karen and the girls there, they do a phenomenal job. So make sure that you support local business because they help us promote the good here in Huntsville. We've got your national news, word from our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's your show on a non-Mimosa Monday. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm Ryan Daniels. Intelligence officials sounding alarms about threats to the U.S. originating from the southern border. FBI Director Christopher Wray, speaking at a Capitol Hill hearing Monday, highlighted connections between some smuggling networks and ISIS. He also emphasized that the FBI alone has confiscated enough fentanyl in the past 2 years to potentially end the lives of 270 million individuals. The White House on the defensive. Reporters are told President Biden makes no apology for referring to Laken Riley's alleged killer in Georgia as an illegal immigrant during his State of the Union speech Thursday.
There was no apology anywhere in that conversation. He did not apologize.
Biden went on MSNBC over the weekend explaining how he regretted using that language and preferred instead to use the phrase undocumented immigrant instead of preferring the phrase illegal immigrants for people. Voters are taking part in presidential preference contests in several states across the country once more this Tuesday. This as both major parties line up support around the top two candidates, former President Donald Trump and current President Joe Biden, ahead of the November general election. Votes are being cast Tuesday in Georgia, Mississippi, Hawaii, and Washington State. Americans are anticipating that high prices will remain for the foreseeable future, according to a recent survey conducted by the New York Federal Reserve. Of course, that's not what central bankers say they think. A former Boeing employee who raised concerns about production standards at the company has been found dead. John Barnett worked for Boeing for 32 years, giving evidence recently as part of a whistleblower lawsuit against the company. The coroner in Charleston, South Carolina, says Barnett died Saturday from a self-inflicted wound in his truck. This is USA News.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch, too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
Hey,
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
All right, Huntsville, 757. It's kind of a scary number nowadays.
Yes, it is.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
The Boeing thing.
Yeah, goodness gracious. I'm glad I live in Huntsville. I'm not going to be...
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
If you don't know what we're talking about, just go back and listen to the news. I mean, it's crazy what's going on with Boeing right now, but... Anyway, we don't want to cause alarm, so we'll get back to the good here in Huntsville. Welcome in. We love you, Huntsville. Thanks for joining us this morning. Keith was having some difficulty hopping on this morning, and it may just be their internet connection. And so I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get Keith Erwin on or not today. They're out. I believe they were traveling earlier, and their tour all over the United States. We had him on about a month ago, but they're going to be back in our community here on May the 2nd. So you want to make sure to be a part of this. It's the National Day of Prayer. Happens every first Thursday in May. This year, that first Thursday is on May the 2nd. And you can come by at 11 o'clock, have a nice light lunch, and then at noon, the prayer service will get underway. It only lasts about an hour. And so make plans for your lunch hour if you're at work. Ask your boss if you can stay an extra hour so you can get the lunch and the prayer. But just come by and be a part of that. It's going to be a great day, just what I believe, just spiritual renewal here in our community and our county. And I think we need that, not just here, but across the nation. And then for the first time ever, come back that night. And Mike Satterfield, he calls himself, and he's known as the Chocolate Thunder. He is coming to deliver a great word of hope and encouragement. And he is from outside of our community. And we're so excited to have Mike come in and speak. And also the Erwins will be here that night as well. They're going to be performing some just amazing music for our community, and we're looking forward to it. So it's the National Day of Prayer, the Evening of Hope at 6 o'clock, and we want the entire community to show up. Karen, today It's a day that I remember as a child we used to talk about at school.
Right.
Today is
Earth Day.
It's Earth Day. And I found, and we don't want to get in trouble for any copyright, but this was from the old CBS News archives with Walter Cronkite.
I remember him.
Back when the news was good.
Right.
Let's be honest. Back when the news was, you enjoyed listening to the news. And so I wanted to play a quick excerpt of this. This is Walter Cronkite. 1970 is when Earth Day was officially founded. And let's play that clip real quick and go back in time to 1970.
This planet is threatened with destruction, and we who live in it with death. The heavens reek, the waters below are foul, children die in infancy, and we and the world, which is our home, live on the brink of nuclear annihilation. We are in a crisis of survival.
This is a CBS News special, Earth Day, a question of survival, with CBS News correspondent Walter Cronkite.
Good evening. A unique day in American history is ending, a day set aside for a nationwide outpouring of mankind seeking its own survival. Earth Day, a day dedicated to enlisting all the citizens of a bountiful country in the common cause of saving life from the deadly byproducts of that bounty, the fouled skies, the filthy waters, the littered earth. As a demonstration, its success was mixed, beyond expectations here, far below there. No one now can know exactly how many took part. We do have an idea how many planned participation, student groups in 2,000 colleges and 10,000 lower schools, citizen groups in 2,000 communities. By one measurement, Earth Day failed. It did not unite. It did attract that broad cross-section of America its sponsors wanted, not quite. Its demonstrators were predominantly young, predominantly white, predominantly anti-Nixon. Often its protests appeared frivolous, its protesters curiously carefree. Yet the gravity of the message of Earth Day still came through. Act or die. We begin our report with Bruce Morton in Denver.
Place for Purple Mountain's majesty. A place where on a clear day, the legend says, you could see forever. The clear days are fewer now. And instead of forever...
That's just a small excerpt of a news clip there from CBS News from back in 1970. And I think a lot of what he was talking about rings true today, and a lot of young people, and we don't get political on this show, but I'm just stating facts. I'm encouraged to see a lot of young people that get involved in different things because they want their voices to be heard. And I think so many times, we look and say, man, some of these people are crazy, but it's people that just want to have their voices heard. And this was in the 70s. They were talking about Earth and that it was like we need to act now or die. And I mean that was pretty hardcore from Walter Cronkite. That was maybe that was your first opinion news back then, right? I didn't think he got too opinionated, but here we are, and we fast forward. God, 1970. What was that now? Are we talking 54 years later already?
Yes, I was born in 1970.
Man, does that seem right? 54 years later from 1970. I was thinking the other day that, 6 years is going to be 2030, Karen. Oh, man. Let's get back to being positive.
Yes.
That's starting to make me worry.
Let's don't talk about 54 years.
But today it is Earth Day, and I wanted to read something, too. It said in the decades leading up to the first Earth Day, Americans were consuming vast amounts of leaded gas. Do you remember the leaded gas days? Isn't that strange? Through massive and inefficient automobiles, industry belched out smoke and sludge with a little fear of the consequences from either the law or bad press. Air pollution was commonly accepted as the smell of prosperity. This, by the way, is from earthday.org. Until this point, mainstream America remained largely oblivious to environmental concerns and how a polluted environment threatened human health. However, the stage was set for change with the publication of Rachel Carson's New York Times bestseller, Silent Spring, in 1962. I'll be honest, I've never heard of that book before.
I have not either.
The book represented a watershed moment, selling more than 500,000 copies in 24 countries as it raised public awareness and concern for living organisms, the environment, and the inexorable links between pollution and public health. And that is kind of the segue into how Earth Day got started back in 1970. So,
and that might be might be on trivia tonight. So
could be. When was Earth Day?
Take note. That's
when
right.
was Earth Day founded? And And what was Walter Cronkite's most famous phrase in his newsreel from 1970?
Yeah, act now or die.
Act or die. It's like, man, that's pretty crazy words there from, not crazy, but pretty stern words from Walter Cronkite back in the day. Well, friends, we do appreciate you being with us here as we continue on. Time now is 8:04 in the morning as we're celebrating all things good here in Huntsville. We do have an update, Karen, and I'll let you mention this, an update to the Mayor's Ball.
Yes, it was originally scheduled for this weekend, but it has been rescheduled for September the 26th. That's a Thursday, so be sure and make a note of that in your calendar, make those changes, and join us September the 26th.
Yeah, it'll still be happening at the Vintage, and you can still get your tickets. We'll update our article, too, on HelloHuntsvilleTX.com, and so make sure that you come out. It's going to be a great opportunity. I love, Mayor Humphrey wanting to engage and, most importantly, to give back to this community.
Absolutely.
And I've always said this, too, and I'm not saying it specifically calling out Mayor Humphrey. I'm talking about all of our leaders here in this community. I love that we live in a community where our leaders are active and they do want to give back.
Yes, and are at all the events and seen and, have a, willing to speak to anybody that wants to talk to them. And so, yeah, we've got a great council and an awesome mayor. So I encourage everyone to get involved and get on a board or, whatever. Find something that, that you're passionate about and jump on in.
Karen, you've served too, obviously on council, but you've served on some boards, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe highlight this morning just a little bit of what kind of tugged at you to be involved in some of these organizations and to help out.
Mainly just because...
Or being voluntold.
Right, yeah, because people ask and I can't say no.
So if you got something you need to do, here's Karen.
Here I am,
yeah.
Unless I'm booked that night. Yeah. The Walker County Area Go Texan, we raise scholarships for Walker County seniors, and that's really important to me. And, of course, being involved with the credit union, too. We try to support every cause that we can. We do FCA, we do Safe House, we do CASA. We support everything. And so being a part of the credit union, we have, we're usually there at every event. So it's been really a lot of fun, and I enjoy it.
Yeah, and and the reason I asked that to Karen, just want to encourage you this morning as residences of our community. If you live in the city, I know I think all those city boards you have to be within the city limit. Maybe
correct.
Not. Is that correct?
Yes.
But there are so many opportunities. I served on the Tourism Advisory Committee for some time, and it was a lot of fun. I served on it twice, actually, but both times I had to drop off. One because we moved, and then the second was because of HLI fell on those same days.
Yeah.
But I want to encourage you. It's awesome to get involved. You get to learn. One of the things that I really enjoyed about serving on the Tourism Committee was I got to learn just the procedural process of how things work.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always wondered, what does it mean to, whenever someone makes a motion and second the motion and how does the structure work and kind of the Robert's Rules of Orders.
Right.
I learned about those things in the meetings, and it's cool because you could come together with people that have totally different ideas than you, but because it's in a setting that is structured, you have a voice, they have a voice, and even if you have differences, there's a democratic process that works within these organizations.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
You-
And council works really, really good together as far as that. I mean, we don't all share the same opinions, but we all respect each other. And when we listen to what citizens have to say. And so it's just been a great experience. And I've learned a lot and still learning something new every day. Yeah.
Is it maybe there's someone out there this morning that says, I want to one day serve on council, just like you, Karen? I mean, what advice would you have to that person?
I mean, I would encourage you to get involved if you're passionate about our community and our town, and just talk to some of the people that have served, and talk to some of the people that currently serve, and just get involved. I mean, it's important.
Yeah, and I think too, one thing that I've enjoyed is go to the council meetings first, so you can kind of learn
Get
the
a feel
structure
for it.
of how
Yes.
it works.
Yes.
Now, will you still be on council when the building gets done over here? The new.
Yes.
Oh, so
yes. Hopefully, it'll be a month before my term ends. Yeah.
Do you know the expected finish date?
I believe it's October.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
coming along quick. So October, we're gonna have new City Hall
yeah.
here. I was joking around. I don't know if it was with you or someone, but I always enjoyed the old City Hall and those bricks when you walk in. And I was like, please, make sure that those bricks get put
it
back
was
in
a
there
pretty
somewhere.
building. Yeah.
But I was always a big fan of those old brick floors that had the wax that was like 5 inches thick on them, you know? I don't know what it was. What it did, it reminded me of growing up. Our doctor's office was that. And I'm not saying this in a negative way. It's cool how, like, something as dumb as that, thinking about bricks in a building, it always took me back to going to see the doctor in Georgetown. We had a great doctor. His name was Douglas Benold, and it always reminded me of going to that doctor's office. And as a child, you'd think the doctor's office is a scary place because you don't know what they're going to do. It's like taking
You're going to get a shot.
Yeah, it's like taking your pet to the vet. Right? The pets know what's up. But for me, Dr. Benold was so great. It was always so peaceful. And so when I'd walk into our former...
It took you back to the doctor's office.
Yeah, it took me back to the days when I got to hang out with Dr. Benold growing up. So we did have a question come in this morning from our friend Steph Valley over at Magnolia Kennel. I wanted to go back to the crawfish boil that is happening by Walker County area. Go Texan. Steph said, a question for Karen, are they going to have anything other than crawfish there for food?
There will be fish, fried fish. Big E's is doing the fish and the crawfish, and there'll be corn, potatoes, French fries, hush puppies, things like that. So fried fish as well.
Awesome. And when is that happening? This weekend coming up?
It's next weekend, May 4th.
May the 4th. And where's it going to be held?
At the Walker County Fairgrounds.
So May the 4th.
Hope to see you. If you want a table, though, reach out quickly because we may not. As of this morning, I don't have an update yet, but as of last night, I think we had less than 5. So.
See, this is a great day. The May the 4th, that's when Tomorrow's Promise is having their run. So here's the deal. Here, look, this is perfect.
You can make a whole day of it.
This is perfect. You go to the run, you get your workout on, or you walk. You support a great organization for literacy for young people, for kids 0 to 5, children. Don't say kids, children.
Right.
Kay educated me on this.
Get on to us.
0 to 5. You do that. You go out to the run. You can still sign up for that, by the way, at runwithyouриmagination.com. And then, don't eat a little bit. Just wait, and your tummy's going to be like, man, I'm really hungry after this run.
Yes.
And that evening, what time are y'all getting that started again?
The doors open at 5.
Perfect.
So after you get done at the run, go grab you some beverages and come to see us at the Crawfish Bowl.
So you said BYOB.
Yep.
And I said BYO double B. Bring your own
booty and booze.
Booty and booze. Can you bring so I'm assuming if you could bring drinks, you could bring anything, right?
Yeah.
I'm a Coke Zero guy.
Yeah, absolutely. You can bring your Coke Zero.
Are you
We'll have tea there, but tea and water. But other than that, bring if you want to drink something else, bring that.
Are you a soda drinker, Karen?
No, I'm not.
Never. Were you ever?
I really like tea.
Sweet
I could drink
tea or
tea all
unsweet?
Day. I like to put sweet and low in it. I know sweet and low is not good, but I like to sweeten it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karen, all Karen has to do is just put her finger in there.
That's right.
Sweetens it up. So, well, let's take another break. We'll come back in a minute. We'll continue to talk about some great things happening here in our community. Do want to remind you that keyword, I didn't even tell folks what we were giving away. I just threw the keyword up.
They don't care.
Yeah. They're like, we'll just enter to win whatever.
Whatever it is.
What we are giving away is a coffee cup from McDonald's this morning. A used coffee cup from McDonald's. This is going to be a treasured item for years to come.
Yes. Be worth some money someday.
Just kidding. You know what? Somebody is auctioning off. I don't know how. This guy found O.J. Simpson's expired credit card from years ago on eBay for $70.
Oh, wow.
So he's auctioning it off, and he feels like that it's going to bring in a ton of money. And the last I looked, I think it was only like $350. It's kind of a cool piece of history, but there's no signature on it. If it was signature, that'd be different. He didn't even sign the thing. So here's the deal to the merchants. The card specifically says not valid unless signed. But how many merchants ever...
They don't look at that.
No, everyone... I went one place one time.
You don't even hand them your card anymore. You just
do
it yourself.
No one, but the merchant agreement literally does state, though, that it has to be signed, but nobody looks at it. It happened to me one time where I didn't have it signed, and so they asked me for my ID. And no one asked for ID anymore either.
They don't.
They used to.
They don't.
I went, it was at a mall in Austin, and this was like, kind of feel like we're going back now, Michelle, because Michelle's here. Michelle, back in the day, they had these huge buildings called shopping malls.
And they had these little paper things you used to write called checks.
Yeah, there was checks.
Because nobody had cash, and debit cards weren't a thing then. So, or Apple Pay.
And you could walk in with a credit card that it's expired. No one knew because they didn't have computers. They just had that little machine.
Yep,
I wonder how that worked. Did you get a call the next day like your credit card didn't go through?
I don't know. They're supposed to look at that though. I remember those machines that with the carbon copy, and
Yeah.
you run that thing across it, and
then
you
somebody
get a
had
copy and yeah.
somebody had to go back and like. I remember there was the old. It had a dial pad just like a telephone. You remember this? Mm-hmm. And then they would have to dial in to report the credit. You dial directly to like Visa or whoever the merchant was to process the card. It's a very long process. But I was talking about a card, right? Yeah. So I'm in Austin at a shopping mall, and you walk a long ways at some of those malls, right? And then once you get it, and that's just to the door to get in. And usually, I'd always go in through a department store. They had like a main entrance, but I'd usually go through like a Penny's or a Macy's.
Me too.
So I'd walk in. I walked all the way across the mall, found some, I think it was like, I don't want to say it was an Old Navy, but it was some clothing store. I get there, I pick out what I needed, and I go to check out, and guess what happens?
Your card's expired.
Had my card. No, had my card.
Oh.
But I forgot to bring my wallet for whatever reason. Had my credit card in my pocket. Handed him the credit card. Sir, I can't accept this. I said, why not? Well, you didn't sign it. I said, well, give me a pen and I'll sign it. Well, I need to see some ID. I was like, are you kidding me? And this was years ago, Karen. This was in my 20s when I had there's little bits of anger that would pop out. I can't recall. I must have not got really upset because I probably would have remembered. But I do remember inside, like, oh, and I had to go walk. It was like 15 minutes to go walk back out, go all the way back across this mall, this huge building, Michelle, that was indoors, all the way back to the parking lot.
Lots of cars in the parking lot.
Yeah, and I had to go all the way back and get all that. Now, you know how I could have stopped all this? Just put it in my wallet.
Right.
So there you go. That's the inspiration today. Just put it in your wallet. Be done with it. Let's take a quick break, though. Before we do, keyword, let's give away a Cafe Texan gift card.
Let's do it.
In the spirit of food, we're going to give away a Cafe Texan gift card. All you got to do is text in the keyword crawfish, along with your name, on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number, 936-339-0139. As always, our show is brought to you every Monday by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Please go by, check them out. Let them know you heard about them here on Hello Huntsville. When we come back, let's look up and see whose birthday it is. I know that there's some people celebrating some birthdays around here.
Okay.
So we're going to look at some birthdays, and Karen and I will share a little bit more information with you as we continue. Stay with us. More to come. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville here on a Monday. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success, too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Join us at First Baptist Church Huntsville for the exciting return of Wednesday Night Live starting March 6th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. We're offering games, fellowship, a free meal, and Bible study sessions for all ages. Whether you're a child, teen, or adult, there's something for everyone. Adults can enjoy new Bible study classes while the kids engage in fun, faith-based activities. This community event is open to everyone free of charge. Don't miss out on this opportunity for spiritual growth and community connection. To register and for more information, visit fbchuntsville.org.
Join us on Thursday, May the 2nd for the Walker County National Day of Prayer at the Walker County Fairgrounds from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. for community, unity, and faith. Enjoy a light lunch and reflective prayer, then return at 6 p.m. for our inaugural Evening of Hope with guest speaker Mike Satterfield and music by Dove Award-winning artist The Erwins. It's a day to renew your spirit. Let's unite in prayer and hope. See you at the Fairgrounds on Thursday, May the 2nd. This message brought to you by Postcards Magazine. Community, it's what we do. Hey listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Hope unites us this May the 2nd. Start with the National Day of Prayer at 11 a.m. and at noon, join a community prayer for our nation. As daylight fades, the evening of hope begins. Experience the stirring melodies of the Erwins at 6 p.m. and be moved by Mike Satterfield's empowering message.
You need help. I need help. We need help. And we need it now.
It's a day of reflection, a night of inspiration, and all are welcome. Join us for a day filled with hope at the Walker County Fairgrounds. See you there.
All right, Huntsville 822. What you gonna do? Remember that? You remember that cop show back in the day?
Bad Boys.
Bad boy, what you gonna do?
Speaking of, we haven't seen Irma drive by. Not that she's a bad boy. I didn't mean that, but just thinking because it's 8:22 and normally she comes by before then. Sorry, Irma.
Irma, what up, bad boy? We didn't see her come by. The window, I lowered this window a little bit because the lighting this time of the year, it hits that window across the street and it just cooks us.
Yeah.
I get a sunburn on the show in the morning sometimes when that sun comes through here. So, Huntsville, welcome back. It's 8:23 in the morning. Thanks for waking up. Beautiful day, by the way, here in Huntsville. We had some rain this weekend, and it was good to receive those rain showers. Our friends up north, I have friends up in Fargo still. I mean, they were getting snow still, which is crazy. But right now, 51 degrees. Humidity, it is humid out there. Even though it's cool, it's humid, 86%, but calm winds, not going to feel it too bad. We're going to get up to 70 today. So highs in the low 70s, a beautiful day, sunny. Tonight, clear and 51. How about tomorrow? 77 and sunny. I mean, picture perfect weather here over the next couple of days. Unfortunately, though, some rain will kind of creep back into the forecast on Friday, but the weekend, as of now, Going to warm up the mid-80s and partly sunny on Saturday.
Almost pool weather.
It is. And when is Memorial Day? That's when pools typically open.
Last weekend of May.
So I know we got our notice from Elkins Lake when the pools are going to open, and I'm really excited about the pools opening, especially this year, because last year Bridget was pregnant, so we didn't go. Caden was born in July. July the 10th was when he was born, so we didn't go to the pool last year. And then the year before, we did get to go because we weren't in far. When we moved, we were only gone for 8 or 9 months, and so we did get to enjoy the pool before we left. But what I'm excited about is my daughter. She'll be able to really remember it now. Now, we put her in when she was, a baby, and we had the little floaty thing, and it was cool because it had this little visor that goes over her to keep her. And she liked it, but she's going to remember more now that she's close to 3, and that's what we're really looking forward to.
Yeah, she's going to enjoy that, splashing around and playing in the water.
And we're careful with them. Hey, I did want to say, before the break, I said, hey, let's talk about birthdays. I went through my Facebook list, and there's only one person in Huntsville that I know that has a birthday today. So, Emily Arthurholt, happy birthday to you today.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Tomorrow, I didn't see anybody that had a birthday that I know here in Huntsville. A lot of friends from outside the community. Marshall Altum just recently had a birthday.
That's right.
So, a happy belated to Marshall. But I wanted to recognize birthdays from time to time.
Yeah, we should do that. Mine's coming up in May.
So,
and also, I want to shout out to my mom. She's watching. It's not her birthday. Her birthday's in October. But anyway, hi, Mama. I spent the day with her yesterday. My friend and I went up there and spent the day with her. So we had a good visit.
I'm going to have a sounder. And good morning to you, Miss Joy. It's always good to see you. She was commenting earlier saying hello to us. I want to have a sound little bite from Karen Denman's favorite hip-hop song of all time, Notorious B.I.G., Juicy. The segment of that song is Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty.
I don't even know that song.
You would if you heard it, Karen. I guarantee it. It was, there were some of those songs back in the day. I was like, all right.
I'll have to go listen to it when I get to the office.
One of the lyrics in there, that same song, to me, it was like one of the best rap songs. If you can ever say rap songs are great, I think this one was the best one. One of the lyrics in there was Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Now I got money, inches green, a leather sofa, 2 rides, a limousine with a chauffeur. My phone bill is about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. So see, come on, that's a pretty good rap, right?
Yeah.
Michelle knows
Michelle's singing it over here.
Perfect. Irma's saying good morning to us.
Hey, Irma, we missed you. Drive by this morning.
Where was our honk at?
I know it.
It's my favorite drive-by every morning is Irma honking.
We depend on that.
Yeah, I guess it is going to be a rough day without Irma honking at us today. We talked a little bit earlier about what the National Day of. We know it's Earth Day today, but some other events that it's known for today, and I had these pulled up a second ago. Passover begins. It's kind of crazy to think about Passover because you think of it around Easter, but Easter happened so early this year at the end of March, but Passover changes annually, but officially today beginning, which is crazy to think about that here we are in April and we've already had Easter. National Jelly Bean Day today. Ooh, I love some jelly beans.
I like jelly beans too.
I got a jelly belly. It's right here. So, do you like the licorice ones?
I do. Yeah, I like them all. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm going to put this down so somebody will pick it up this week. If you just have this heart to go find some licorice, preferably jelly beans, Jelly Belly, and it can be an assortment of flavors, but make sure there's some licorice in there. If you just feel a calling right now to say, I just really want to go over there and bless those guys with some jelly beans, you feel free to just go to the store, bring some jelly beans here to the studio this week.
Or mimosas will work too.
Karen's like, I don't care about the jelly beans. Oh, that's great. Also today, it is National Girl Scout Leaders Day today. So, man, is the Girl Scout cookies that over with?
I believe so.
I didn't get any this year. Those lemon ones are so good. You like them?
I do. They're $6 a box.
Yeah, remember they used to be
10 cookies.
remember they used to be like $1 for 50.
Yes.
And here's the thing: those little sweet girls, when you're going out of like Walmart or Target or whatever store you're at, and they're like, "Please, sir,"
it's just hard to tell them no.
You can't tell them no.
I know
if you do, you're a jerk.
Yes.
You cannot tell those. You can't tell those kids no. So, all right. Irma Dowden, by the way, Irma saying came in at, she was there at 7 this morning.
Oh, okay.
She said early voting. Check this. I didn't even realize this. Early voting starts today for Emergency Service District number 3. That's ESD number 3 and Riverside SUD special election. So there's some special elections going on in early voting. So early voting starting today for ESD number 3 and the Riverside SUD special election happening. So there's always something going on.
Always.
So, well, Huntsville, we love you. We've had a lot of folks message us in this morning. We appreciate you being with us. I'm sorry that we did not have Keith Erwin on. We'll try to reschedule him sometime later on before the National Day of Prayer. That's coming up quick. May is going to be here right around the corner.
It is. Next weekend.
I don't like the first of the month because that's when all the businesses are, that's when all the business, when all your bills are due, like your mortgage. And, I get these loan notices from Walker County Federal Credit Union. Oh, you own your car. I don't even know why those come in. I have no idea. So I'm just kidding. But all right, well, let's head over. We do have our winner today. The randomizer has spoken. And let me fire up our phone system. I should do this at the beginning. And, and the computer crashed a while ago. Maybe that's what happened with Keith. The computer crashed. And he's like, forget this. I ain't going to hop on that. So let's see. Michelle was keeping an eye on us, though, because she said, Mr. Hip, is there technical difficulties going on? It's like, yes, ma'am, there is. All right, let's get our phone system fired up and head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. We got a cafe text and gift card coming.
Hello.
Hello, who's that?
Samantha Park.
Miss Billie Jean Murphy Monroe here with my girlfriend. Her name is Tammy Faye Johansson.
Hey, Samantha. I know Samantha.
I don't even know where I was going to go with that, Karen.
I know.
No. Was that like some controversy, like some Tammy Faye lady or something back in the day?
Yes, Baker.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Well, what did she win? Samantha won something today, right?
Yes,
Karen?
you won a Cafe Texan gift card.
Yay!
Yeah, so when are we going to lunch?
Karen, yeah.
Whenever you're free.
All right.
Awesome. Well, Samantha, we got a Cafe Texan gift card. Have you won before on our show, Samantha?
No, sir.
Well, wow. Well, congratulations. You've got I think it's $25 Cafe Texan gift card. You're here in Huntsville. So how long have you been here? Can I ask you that question? Do you mind?
I went to high school here.
Awesome. Well, we so appreciate you. How did you first find out about our program, Good Morning Huntsville?
Miss Karen.
All right, perfect.
See, I'm good for something.
Karen's bringing in the audience to us. Well, perfect. Well, Karen's got a question for you before we let you go, Samantha.
Tell us what you're thankful for.
What I'm thankful for, my family.
Yes, absolutely. She's got a good family.
Awesome.
Good folks.
Well, Miss Park, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we'll have that gift card ready for pickup any day, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at First Baptist Church here in Huntsville. Will that work for you?
Yes, sir.
All righty. We'll have it ready for you. We appreciate you. Have a blessed day, and thanks so much for joining.
Congratulations, Samantha.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. There she is, Miss Park. I didn't even know where I was going with that.
I didn't either.
I just, some people are just so sweet on the phone that I get into it. And I'm like, man, I really don't want to hooroy these people.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started saying Tammy Faye Baker something, and something popped into my head, and that was like some scandal back in the day or something, wasn't it?
It was.
Wasn't she like some preacher's woman?
He
or
was
something?
a televangelist.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
I don't even know how that
Jim and Tammy Faye.
Oh, Jim and Tammy. That's what we should have been with.
Yeah,
Jim and
Tammy Faye.
That'll be next week. All right, Karen.
All right.
I won't go to Wikipedia and read about any of that though. So. Well, hey, it's been a fun one today, Huntsville. We appreciate you joining us. Again, we'll try to have Keith back on sometime. I hate that he wasn't able to be here today. They just had a lot going on, and I know that we had some glitches a little bit earlier today. They weren't able to be here in studio. We were going to do it remotely, by the way, and so I think that's why some issues happened. But they will be here for the National Day of Prayer, and you want to make sure that you are a part of that. Tomorrow, got a great show lined up. Emily DiMiliano, the University Advancement Office with Sam Houston State University, once a month provides some great interviews for us. Charlie Vienne will be here.
Oh, good.
Talking about the annual Day of Giving, the first ever for Sam Houston State University. So that'll be coming up. We'll talk with Charlie tomorrow.
Charlie was in my HLI class.
Yeah,
Class
great.
29, the best class ever.
Well, we're the greatest class ever, 42. See, we changed the motto. I love that. April the 24th, which is Wednesday or Wednesday or Wednesday, depends on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what? It's Winning Wednesday. There you go, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
You always win on a Wednesday. Taylor Simmons will be here. He is involved with Sam Houston State University football as their spiritual leader. Really awesome guy. He literally has baptized players on the field at Bowers, which is awesome. So he'll be joining us. Thursday, the Color Bar will be with us. And then on Friday, how cool is this? Coach Southern's going to make an appearance here on the show. So Rodney Southern will be here with us on Friday to give us some updates on how things are going with spring football and Huntsville Hornet football and Hornet athletics. He's not just the football coach. He's the athletic director.
Right.
So a lot happening here this week. So make sure you stay locked in, and we will continue to celebrate all the things good here in our community. Karen, what's the rest of the day look like for you? What do you got going on?
Work and then trivia this evening. So hopefully y'all will be able to join us for trivia. Start at 6:15 today. So come on out for some fajitas and some margaritas or whatever your beverage of choice and answer some fun trivia questions.
Shout out Delphina, by the way.
Yes.
She was at the All Things Kids Fair.
Kids, yes. Yes, Delphina likes to stay involved too and give back to our community. So we really love to support her.
Bridget ordered the quesadilla. Michelle ordered the nachos. I ordered a burger. I'm going to tell you what, that
They
was
have good burgers.
Good night. That burger was good. And Delphina, I'm not saying this in a negative way. They didn't have like the topping, they didn't have like lettuce or tomato to put on it, which was fine.
Yeah.
But I had an idea. There was salsa there and crushed onions. I took some of that salsa.
Oh,
and
heck
onions.
yeah. I bet that was good.
Oh, my goodness, man. That was a salsa burger. It got me shaking, Karen, like this. Whoa, man, I don't want to shake too much because that jelly belly starts shaking around. So, all right, well, that'll wrap it up. We love you, Huntsville. Looking forward to it. Again, congratulations, Samantha Park. We'll have that gift card for you from Cafe Texan. And we so appreciate you for engaging with the show. Hey, we're over 3,400 followers now on our Facebook page. It grew by almost 300 last month, and that's because of you and your support. Friends, I don't say this to boost what we're doing, but I do want to boost what we're doing because it brings more exposure to our local businesses and good things happening in our community. You know, Walker County Federal and many others, they spend a lot of time and effort and energy and some finances to be here on this show. And so we want to make sure that when we're helping to get the word out about the good in the community, that we're also getting the word out about good organizations, great organizations like Walker County Federal Credit Union. Make sure to join us tomorrow, 7:30 on the dot. We will reboot the computer tonight, so there will be no glitches, Karen.
All right.
So, Joy, Miss Daly, good to see you on today as well. Karen, sweet mama, join
Yes.
us. So, you'll have to bring her in.
I know. I need to.
Joy,
Yeah.
come
she
hang
needs
out
to
with us.
come down and spend a couple nights and join me on the show on a Monday.
Yeah, come hang out. We will gladly extend the door for Joy. You can come in anytime. So we'll see you tomorrow, 7:30, friends. I end every broadcast reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We truly do need each other, Huntsville. Please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until next time, we'll see you. Good morning and God bless. So long. Bye, Karen.
Bye.